I've done 5-10 interviews at the least.
Really?
Yeah, for Service Dog and then this.
Ours is way cooler.
Yeah, most obviously.
Are you saying we've started?
All right, yeah, we've started here. All right. Welcome, everybody. My name's Tim Johnson. We're on PeoriaLife.com on In the Neighborhood, and we're talking Make-A-Wish, Illinois today.
Yeah.
Make-A-Wish, I Spy a Wish.
It's all about the wishes.
Yeah, Make-A-Wish and all those things. So our guest today is Anthony Stone.
What's
Welcome,
up?
Anthony.
What's up?
Thanks for being here.
It's my pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here.
So you're a recent Make-A-Wish kid, right?
Yep, my wish was granted sometime in August of 2016. My wish, somewhere around August, beginning of September. My wish was to meet the Pope. And besides meeting the Pope, I went on different types of sightseeing tours, such as the Colosseum, the Vatican Museum, and the food there was great. Food in Italy was fantastic, the pasta, and on to actually meeting the Pope and getting set up. So I was staying in a hotel in Ottawa, Illinois. You might know it. I'm not sure if you guys do. But the hotel there was pretty decent. It was pretty nice. I mean, it had a workout room, so it was fine by me. A place where you can lift weights is good by me. But the hotel was very nice, very comfortable. But in the morning, after we had breakfast, a stretch limo, like the kind you'd see in big old, like with Hollywood movie stars coming to pulling up. And it was a black stretch limousine, and I was like, what? I was like, you know what? I'm living life. I'm living life. And, but I guess the most difficult part of going to Italy was the flight there to Italy. It was crowded. It was just, because the plane that they had us on was an older plane, but it was comfortable. I mean, it had TV, so I was okay. But after our flight to Italy, when we pulled in Rome, I woke up thinking, at first I was like, oh, are we still on the plane? And then I look outside and it's daylight. I'm like, oh, I forgot, we're not in America anymore. But when we got off the airport, it was just different there. The culture, like, especially when you get out of the airport, like, the culture is so different in Italy. And we had private tour guides come and pick us up in, like, very nice cars, very nice vans. So we didn't have to, like, pay to get a ride. The only time we had to do that was only for a taxi cab. But but we were supplied with plenty amount of euros. But the first day we went on a tour, first day we got settled in, just seeing sights on our own time. Then the day after that, on a Tuesday, we went to the Roman Colosseum. We were, the bus tours. But we went to the Roman Colosseum, the Spanish Steps, the St. Mary's churches, like these very, very old-looking churches. I was fascinated by the architecture in Italy. But and just there was a lot of stuff going on in general. And for those who don't know, when something gets broken, they don't tear it down like they do in the U.S. They actually try to restore it. They literally try to get every single piece right, because we couldn't go on the Spanish Steps because it was under reconstruction. But Wednesday was the big day for me. It was the big wish day when I got to go to the Vatican. When I got to go to the Vatican and got to sit up front in St. Peter's Basilica, and after the Pope's Mass, I was just shocked because he came up to me. I was thinking to myself, should I bow? And then he had me stand up, and I got to shake the Holy Father's hand and then give him a hug. And it was just wow. And he gave me a rosary. I actually did bring it just in case. This is the rosary he gave me. If you guys want to check it out, feel free to.
It's beautiful. Thank you. That's pretty cool. And who all got to go with you on your wish?
My mom and my aunts, and I'm honestly glad that I didn't have to go to Italy on my own, because me wandering around in a different country, it can be quite different, but yet quite chaotic, maybe.
I couldn't imagine going to Italy on my own either.
But yeah, meeting the Pope was, keep in mind, I was not, a lot of people ask me, were you Catholic at the time? And no, I wasn't Catholic. I was just someone who wanted to meet the Pope. Keep in mind, I was Baptist Christian. I was non-denominational Baptist, whatever you want to call it. But I wasn't Catholic at the time. And my 3 wishes that I got to choose from that I picked were either going on a cruise, getting to see iDog, and going to meet the Pope. And I wanted to meet the Pope, but those other 2 wishes were just a backup, just in case if that weren't ever to work. And we got a call sometime in April, because Make-A-Wish came and met up with us in March. 2 wish coordinators. One of them's name was, I'm not sure if you guys know him, one of them's name is John. I can't remember his last name right off the bat.
It's okay.
But but him and some other Make-A-Wish coordinator came in and met up with us and asked what my wish was, and I really wanted to meet the Pope. That was my big wish. And sometime at around April or May, we got a call saying, "Hey, can you arrange a time in August for you guys to go to Italy?" And we were just so happy. We had to get our passports. We had to get my state ID. We had to get a lot to get ready to go. Make-A-Wish sent us all the things we needed, like the little card that you need to get euros, and it was great. I loved Italy, but their dinner times are so different. Like their breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they don't have us. We think, oh, dinner should be at 5:30, 6 at the least. Their dinner's at 8 until 10 p.m.
Oh goodness.
So basically, sometime after lunch, their restaurants close until 8. And unless it's an American restaurant, like McDonald's, they have McDonald's everywhere, and I was just happy. McDonald's.
So did you have McDonald's while you were there?
Yep.
And did it taste the same as it does here?
Different.
Different.
Okay. A little different, just a little bit. You can tell it's not from the U.S.
And what did you get at McDonald's when you were in Italy?
I got a 10-piece McNugget. and I can't remember the size of fry, but this was funny. So we go to Italy. In Italy they don't use, they'll use ice, but they really don't, because they're more warm people. They like to, but in Italy it's super warm there. So they ask Mom and I in Italian, ghiaccio, and we're just like, what? we were thinking if he said gas or something, and I looked it up, and I'm like, oh, that's ice. And we forgot, we learned, I learned a little bit of Italian before I came. I learned ciao, grazie, prego, which means hello. Ciao was ciao was hello, and goodbye more. I'm trying to think how you say it more informally, just basically more laid back version of hello and goodbye. And grazie is thank you, and prego is you're welcome. So Italian is very, very similar to Spanish. And the hotel we stayed in was a 4-star hotel. It was a very different hotel from what I'm usually accustomed to, because the hotel in Italy, it didn't have any pools or things. But basically, our recreation was just going to see the sights, which I was content with. in the hotel in Italy, it was very different. The TV that they had spoke in Italian, but they had a safe in their closet to keep some of your cash stored in, which I'm like, wow, who would put a safe in a closet? I'm just gonna go with it. I just went with it. I didn't even try to. I didn't even.
Did you end up using it?
No.
No.
It was all on our credit card. but yeah, after we got back from like is there anything else you guys want to know about Italy in general or something?
I would definitely love to go someday.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
really cool.
It's different. It's different. The tour, like people in Italy, you're gonna find like there's, especially in the tourist places, you're gonna find people who speak English. I can guarantee you, it's not gonna be too much of a problem.
That's
but
good.
their toys, I went to their toy shop to pick up some souvenirs, and they had a souvenir of like the Vatican. It's like a glass Vatican small replica statue thingy. I was thinking if I was gonna get that or the Colosseum, and I went and got the Vatican. But their toy shop is different because in Italy, it seems like in Europe in general, it seems like that they love stairs and stuff. Like they don't love stairs, but like in their build, like in McDonald's, I haven't seen like in McDonald's. I'm just using it as an example. I have not seen a restaurant that I went to that you can just eat from the roof. Like they have a roof level, and we didn't. And I'm not sure I can't remember if we went up there or not, but it was. But from what I've heard, like there was a roof level to McDonald's. I'm like, what? That is awesome.
So you were a non-denominational Christian Baptist. What really inspired you to
Meet the
the
Pope?
Pope?
I've had a sense, or I'm not sure what you want to call it, but like I've had a sense that the Holy Father, that the Pope is someone holy and someone to be recognized. And what really began my, like, I was studying Catholicism a lot at the time, because in 2 years prior to that, 2 years before, I was in OSF St. Francis Medical Center, and one of the sisters and one of the priests came in and told me a bit about the Catholic Church, and I was thinking to myself, I might consider converting, but I've been considering converting for 2 years, and for 2 years before meeting the Pope, and I went and met the Pope, and that was my breaking point. Like, you know what, I'm becoming Catholic, and after the wish, I was able to, but the confirmation process takes a while, and actually, like, they can take up to years, but thanks to, like, I was able to get, because of that impact on my wish, I was able to get confirmed sometime that same year, but sometime just only a few months after I met the Pope. Just like November 13th, I was confirmed.
Wow.
And I was interviewed by the Journal Star, and they mentioned like how I wanted to go to a religious school so badly, but we could, honestly, if you've seen how much they can cost up to, it's a lot. Mm-hmm. It's a lot, but they mentioned it how I wanted to go, and I was in East Peoria Community High School, public school, and I wanted to go to any religious school, Peoria Christian, Notre Dame, just anything in general. But we got a call a few days after the Journal Star came and interviewed us, and Mr. Simmons, the principal, said, "Hey, we might have a way for you to come into Notre Dame." And I was like, "What?" It wasn't a for sure thing yet. I had to go and tour the school, see if I liked it, and I fell in love with the school. I mean, it's not great having to sit in the classroom for hours and just sit there, but
that's not great.
But I mean, Notre Dame, like, it's a Catholic school, and I wasn't Catholic before. I wasn't Catholic when I went to Notre Dame neither. But first, here's how it went. I went and I had to go to OSF, and then I got to meet the Pope, and then I went to Notre Dame, and then I became Catholic. But Notre Dame was beginning in my teaching and like teaching me more in depth things about the Catholic Church again, like I got to go. I'm able to go completely like I don't have to pay tuition. I'm not sure how it works, but like I don't have to pay tuition. The school is taking care of everything. The only thing I have to do is just work 8 days out of my summer.
So that's not too bad.
No, honestly, I'm not going to complain because that's all I really have to do. Just work a couple days out of my summer and then I'm okay.
And have you worked some yet?
I start in a couple days.
Okay.
I start in just a couple days.
Awesome.
I got to do that when I was younger too.
Oh,
It
yeah.
wasn't too bad, but they did make us do some weeding and some cleaning of the bathrooms.
I am not looking forward to. Honestly, if the if the person who's in charge makes us clean toilets, I'm gonna be like,
we did some painting.
Oh, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad at all. It goes by fast, but I think we have something more important to look forward to coming up, don't we?
Yeah, we do have. We've got I Spy Wish coming up.
Yeah.
In just a couple days, July 15th.
That's right.
The hype is
Saturday,
building
July
up.
15th.
The hype is building up.
And this is going to be your first one, right?
Yep. My first wish. My first I Spy Wish.
Yep.
Yeah. So basically, like for those who don't know, I'm a little bit familiar. I'm basically familiar with the whole rundown of it. So like, what I Spy Wish is, for those who don't know, it's just a driving scavenger hunt for those in the family, like for families to drive around to clue stops. And I'm not sure which clue stop I'm gonna be at, but.
Because it's a secret.
Yeah,
we can't tell you yet. That's
exactly.
why.
they don't tell me, and they don't tell you guys.
That's right.
So yeah. So, but yeah. So I'm gonna be handing out clues, and you never know if a couple people might come out to I Spy Wish that are watching this right now. Maybe I might actually get to meet up with a couple of people in person.
Absolutely. Actually, anybody who comes and registers, and you can actually even register up to the day of the event, which again is Saturday, July 15th. We're starting at Uftering Auto Mall, which you'll be there too.
Yep.
And we're all going to meet there. And then at 2 o'clock, actually, a little before 2, we're going to give everybody their clues. And you'll probably get to know your stop around 1:30. So the Wish kids will come early. They'll get to find out what secret stop they're going to be at. And there's 8 of them this year.
Oh.
And then all the people who are on a team, which a team is 1 to 6 people. You fill up a car. I know you've done it before, haven't you, with your family?
Oh, my family has done it, yeah.
Right.
Because I was
but you didn't get to.
Right, I didn't get
Because
to.
we're always
Right,
working.
Yeah.
right.
Neither of us have gotten to do
Right.
it yet. But it's a lot of fun. So then the families will come. Families, friends, coworkers. Sometimes you have different teams of. Doesn't matter. We don't discriminate, right? Anyone can come and play.
Anyone can come.
All ages. We want
all
everybody
ages.
to come.
Everyone just, yeah.
It's only $75 for a carload of people, and then you'll get your first clue, and then every clue that you get is a chance to win the prizes at the end. So everybody's going to come see you. Are you
Yep.
ready to meet a lot of people?
Yes.
And have your picture taken a lot? 'Cause
Oh, boy.
they're going to come and have their picture taken. Some stops are going to have food. Some stops are going to have challenges. So I guess we'll get to find out which one you're going to be able to offer.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to I Spy Wish. It's gonna be my first one, and but I kind of wanted to kind of go back to the topic of like a couple things that happened after my wish.
Okay.
So like especially like at Notre Dame, I have a big circle of friends. Like some are pretty laid back, some are pretty. How should I put this? Kind of crazy, I guess, but they're all really cool. They're all very cool people. Notre Dame has a lot of fun events such as Sheen Day, where basically the kids only get to do 30 minutes of class. 30 minutes, that's it. And at the end of Sheen Day, seniors get to run around, throw papers around the hallways.
Wow.
And they get to stampede out the doors.
Oh my
So
goodness.
like me and a couple of friends were coming out of the gym, and we were getting ready for the seniors to come out, and we were going to our lockers, and we're like, oh no, you're like, so we all had to go running. We had to run and get away from the doors because they were.
Stampede you.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm not wanting to get trampled on my first year.
No.
And but yeah, I was able to make a good amount of friends at Notre Dame. I'm actually in the Peoria Notre Dame choir.
Oh, cool.
Do you guys know the courthouse? Like the Peoria courthouse? I actually
Absolutely.
performed there with the Peoria Notre Dame concert choir. It was fun. It was my first big rehearsal. Like not rehearsal, but my first big concert. And they have a few concerts. Like the two big ones are the Christmas concert and the courthouse concert. But yeah, I was able to partake in the Notre Dame choir. I'm in Teens for Life. I'm in Lumen Christi. I'm actually in Spanish Club too, so it's fun there because a lot of parties, a lot of food. But after like a couple of weeks before I got confirmed, I went to the monastery. The monastery in Princeville. You guys know Community of St. John's.
I haven't been there.
Well, it's a monastery in Princeville. It's
Okay.
a very, very big Catholic order. It's a whole wide world community thing. But I was able to go to the monastery, and basically I was the monks. The monks welcomed me with open arms, and they said like anytime like me and my family want to come down to the monastery, we can. And I just think to myself, well, now after I met the Pope, I just think to myself, I'm going to Notre Dame and I got accepted into a monastery.
So is that your plans? What are you going to do after high school?
I've been thinking about becoming a Catholic priest or someone in the Catholic clergy for a while. But either I want to become a priest or a monk, brother, or whatever you want to call them. Like a priest or a monk would be fine by me. I mean, if I had no choice but to become a deacon and get a second job, then I'd be grateful for that. I just want to be a part of the Catholic clergy in general. It's something that I've been thinking about doing for a while. Even before I became Catholic, I was thinking I might either want to be a pastor, like the previous pastor I had back in my Baptist church, or a Catholic priest. And I want to go to college, a Catholic college specifically. I might go somewhere warmer. I'm not going to go to a college in Illinois, mainly because it gets cold and I'm not a big fan of winter. So when I graduate, I plan to go to college in Texas or Florida, maybe even this one college, Loras College in Iowa. Might consider that too.
Okay.
But after college, I plan to get my degree in philosophy, and then after that, I might go to seminary school. But it's honestly a very eventful time at just a few months after you get your wish granted, especially the fact that I went to my first World Wish Day at the Peoria Playhouse or something, and that was my first Make-A-Wish reunion or whatever, gathering or something. It was a great experience. I plan to go to the World Wish Day in Bloomington because I heard last year you guys had the circus, the circus thing going on.
Make-A-Wish is pretty cool, huh?
Yes, they are. They
a lot of things going on.
Oh yeah, they do, and basically, from what I can gather, if people don't know about Make-A-Wish, but yeah, I just find it fascinating how Make-A-Wish is able to make it possible through donations. Children can meet celebrities, sports stars, go places, and a lot of things, basically, anything. I've heard kids want to meet John Cena. I wouldn't blame him. He's awesome. I wouldn't blame them.
So, Make-A-Wish is for
For
children with life-threatening. It's
Medical conditions.
Yep.
medical conditions. So we want to make sure that everybody knows it's not a. There's a misnomer out there that it's a terminal.
terminal.
It's just life-threatening. So why do you think that people should donate to Make-A-Wish?
I guess like what I think is, like from experiences that I've read online on their website and from the experience I had, donations to a wish can really change a child and a family's life. Even the smallest donation can. But basically, why I think that people should donate is due to the fact that a donation can really change someone's life for the better. Especially for the fact that I mean, who doesn't honestly, if you were a child and you got to have the opportunity to get a wish granted, I mean, this is just an example. I mean, who wouldn't want to meet like a famous basketball star, go to somewhere cool or get something cool? Honestly, who wouldn't want to do something like that? So basically, just to give children, people should donate just to give children an opportunity to have like their biggest dreams become a reality, and a wish basically can give a child the strength that they need to battle their condition. It's again, my wish so far has affected me. It has affected me greatly in like school and and the main thing is very, very spiritually, especially the fact that I became Catholic due to my wish. And a couple wish volunteers, Amy and Steven, they came down to my confirmation. It was a great time. But yeah, a wish can really change a child's life for the better, and that's why I think people should donate, because.
Awesome. We have about 2 minutes left. So we just want to hit on Make-A-Wish. That it is Saturday, July 15th.
Yep, Saturday, July 15th. Registration, 1 o'clock day of, if you can't register today, which is ispyawish.com.
Yep.
$75 to participate. We'll take any size donations. Lots of prizes to be won. So basically it's going to run from about 1 till 5 on Saturday. And thanks to Uftring Auto Mall, who's been with us since the very beginning.
Yep.
And Maurer Stutz is awesome also. And Children's Hospital has even helped us out. And we just have a lot of people that come together that make this day possible. And I know you've been a part of it since the beginning. And I don't know where we'd be with all of the volunteers. These are all volunteers. You know, these people don't get paid. Is that crazy?
Yeah. Make-A-Wish is I'm not sure what it's called, like non-profitable or something like that.
It's a nonprofit.
Yeah, nonprofit organization. They don't get paid to do this. They just do it out of the kindness of their own heart, and the I Spy Wish register fees are going to Make-A-Wish. They're going to help make children's wishes come true, and I'm honestly pretty hyped for next Sunday. Yeah, what?
Saturday.
Next
Saturday.
Saturday. That's okay.
I forgot.
Next Saturday.
Yeah, next Saturday.
It's going to be an awesome event. Make sure you come on down. And wrapping up here just a little bit, make sure that you go to our Facebook page on In the Neighborhood or Peoria Life and like that. And also check out I Spy Wish. Make sure you check that out. You're listening on WPEO. We're on GPS TV and PeoriaLife.com. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job.
PeoriaLife.com.
You have fun?
Yep.